My name is Dr. Raoul McLaughlin, and my subject is the Roman economy, including trade beyond the imperial frontiers. I have published several books on this subject. I am a member of the Council of the Classical Association of Northern Ireland. The question is, how did people with Far Eastern features come to be buried in a Roman cemetery in London? A number of Roman remains uncovered by archaeologists excavating a cemetery in Southwark, London, were identified as having Asian features. Trade networks known as the Silk Routes led south of the Caspian Sea through Persia and the Parthian Empire. The Parthians maintained caravan stations across their realm, but they did not permit foreign merchants from Rome or China to travel across Iran and profit from direct commercial contacts. A text from the Han Empire called the Huan Shu explains that Parthia wishes to control the trade in multicolored Chinese silks, and so blocks the route to prevent the Romans getting through. There was an alternative route for commerce that allowed traders to bypass the Parthian Empire by travelling through the steppe lands that lay north of the Caspian Sea. These grasslands were occupied by a mounted pastoral people that the Romans called the Sarmatians. The Sarmatians were divided into several factions, with one group known to the Romans as the Alani, Osori, or Anasauri. During the 1st century AD, the Alani were subject to the Kangyu, who were a steppe people occupying the urbanized territory of Sogdia in Central Asia, modern Tajikistan and Uzbekistan. The people of Sogdia traded with China and sent caravans from their capital, Samarkand, through Fergana and the Tarim Basin to reach Chinese cities in the Gansu corridor. The Kangyu also formed marriage alliances with the Kushan, a Far Eastern nation who had fled their homelands near the Gansu corridor to settle in Bactria, Afghanistan, and conquer the Indus region. Kangyu territory in Sogdia was therefore a thoroughfare for the movement of people from distant regions and diverse ethnic groups. The Roman geographer Strabo explains that the Asuri, Alani, rule over much of the Caspian coast, and they receive Indian and Babylonian merchandise on camels. A Chinese text, called the Weilu, confirms their position as intermediaries and describes how the Alani on the west have a border with Jia-Qin, the Roman Empire. To the southeast they border the Kangyu. This western frontier was the Black Sea coast, with the small kingdom of Crimea subject to Roman rule. There was a network of ancient Greek city ports along this coast, which exported grain, shipbuilding materials, and steppe products through the Black Sea to the Aegean and the wider Mediterranean world. Links with the Far East are confirmed by the discovery of a 2nd century Sarmatian tombstone in the Crimea. A relief on this monument depicts 2 Sarmatian horsemen, and next to this image, some ancient travellers has scratched a message in Chinese reading, "On riders, 2 horses." During the 2nd century AD, another Sarmatian faction, known as the Asages, pushed westwards into Central Europe and threatened the Danube frontiers of the Roman Empire. As part of the peace settlement agreed by the Emperor Marcus Aurelius in AD 175, the Asages offered 8,000 warrior horsemen to serve in the imperial army. About 5,500 of these mounted recruits were sent to the island province of Britain to ensure that they could not easily mutiny and simply ride back to their steppe homelands. This mass transfer of steppe warriors into the military is just one explanation of how people with Eastern features and foreign ancestry could have been buried in the cemeteries of Roman London. For further information, subscribe to my channel and follow the link to my books. The Roman Empire and the Indian Ocean, 2014, and The Roman Empire and the Silk Routes, 2016. Thank you.